Hi, I'm Stephen Gauci and welcome back. In this video I'd like to discuss some things about tone. You know, in some of my previous videos I've discussed filling the quarter note with our sound as opposed to just hitting the note. Okay, so so a quarter note is a quarter note because the space in between the clicks is filled with our sound, like cement. Okay, it's like the space in between the bricks is filled with cement. Well, that's our sound, is the cement. And that cement is what makes the time solid. It's our tone. You know, so 1, 2, what? How about sorry? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's not a quarter note. There's no time. You know, that's just me trying to like keep up with some click. That's either happening outside or in my head, but it's not, I'm not actually playing the time. And it's because my tone isn't filling the beat. Okay, so tone and time, they're very closely related. You know, you can't really have good time if you don't have a good tone. You know, so again, here's my tone, filling the beats. Okay, like that. You want your sound to fill the space in between the beats so that there's no room for the time to move, because there's no empty space. You're filling the space. You're filling the space with your sound. Okay, and then the space is yours. Once you fill that space with your sound, that space belongs to you. Okay, once we fill that space, we can do anything we want with it. We can twist it and turn it and expand it, shrink it, and that's where the magic comes in. But first, we have to be able to fill it with our sound. Okay, so that's kind of what I want to focus in on today. So, you know, just a couple of basic things. You know, I'm not going to get too much into, where to put your mouth on the mouthpiece and all that. I mean, there's a million videos out there with that information, and you know, later I may delve into those issues myself in my own way. But right now, you know, I'm just going to touch on that stuff just a little bit. So, you know, it's important that we don't bite. You can't bite, okay? Because the tip of the reed needs to vibrate. This is where it all happens, especially these two flaps. Right here, okay? So if our lip is, you know, anywhere near there, that's not good. We need to be a little bit closer, you know, to the thicker part of the reed, okay? Not way back here where it's like playing a tree bark, okay? But kind of like, you know, around here. Now, we can't bite. We can't have this motion with our mouth, you know? Like when we eat, that can't happen when we play. It can't be like that. Not for low notes, not for high notes, not for any notes. There's no biting. Okay, there needs to be a little bit of attention, okay, on the reed. Okay, and the way we do that is by smiling straight back. Instead of smiling up, we smile straight back, like that. Okay, right here, that's the embouchure. These two muscles, that's the embouchure. I have two muscles there. Okay, and you know, again, there are exercises that I can show everyone out there. I can show you at some other point. You know, I will cover some exercises and whatnot to help develop these muscles. Okay, but for now, the important thing to remember is this is what we're doing for tension. We're pulling back always. Okay, so that there's no downward pressure. It's not like a vice cutting off the vibration. You're stifling the vibration. We're stifling the vibration if we bite up and down. Okay, so Or you play attention here, like that. And really, it just, when you pull back like that, it just takes your lips out of the equation altogether. All they're doing is just, they're each resting on this soft, pillowy bottom part of your lip. That's it. It's just resting on this soft part of your lip. Like that. Okay. And you're pulling back, like that. So really, the lip has nothing to do with it at all. Okay, it's not even a part of it. Okay, and this is Keisha. Everybody say hi. All right. See you later. Now, okay. Yeah. So basically, the lip has got very little to do with it. Maybe so. Okay. Now, that being said, the next thing is breath support. Okay, and again, I'm just touching on these aspects briefly, and each of these topics really deserves its own 100 videos, really. Okay, but you know, we're just going to talk about the concepts a little bit here, the overall general concepts. Now, as a general rule, we have to play low B flat when we're playing every note. Every note is low B flat for breath purposes. Okay, here's low B flat. So in terms of breathing, in terms of breath, that's what needs to happen. We have to always play B flat. Every note is B flat. That's the breath support we need for the high notes. That's the breath we need. So, strongly recommend long tones. Low B flat, low B, low C. A big problem that I see with many of my students when they first start taking lessons with me is that people reach down to the low notes. It's like you know, it's like we're up there on top of this ladder, and when we play a low note, we reach down and we touch it, and then we come back up really fast. You know? Right? Not enough breath. We're biting, and if we're biting, then the low notes aren't going to come out, because when you bite, the reed vibrates faster first, and then you cut off the vibration. It doesn't vibrate at all. Okay, so you know, you're going to go sharp. You're going to get all the higher overtones in your sound, but you're not going to get the low notes. And if you get them, you're just going to be able to like touch them for 1 second. Okay, that's not what we want. So what we want is, you want to play it full on. So you finger a low B flat. No mouth pressure. It's very, very lax. Very, you know, your mouth is slack. Okay. You're breathing from your diaphragm. You're breathing from your gut, from your belly, not from your chest. Okay, there's a chest plate here. You're not going to get anything here. It's from here. Okay. That's what we're doing. And then you do it for the low B. Okay. And then we're going to do that for the low C. We want to cut the note off. We want to stop the note before we start running out of air. We don't want this situation where it's like this. You know, the note just kind of dies out. Okay. We want to stop before we lose control. Okay. We don't even want to. We don't want to deal with that territory where we're running out of breath. That's not going to be part of the equation any longer. Okay? When that happens, the song's over. Or that phrase is over before that ever happens. So that, you know, that's never going to happen when we're playing music. We're never going to run out of breath that way, because when we practice the long tones, we're always going to stop right before that. And that period of time is going to get longer and longer the more we do it. So. Starting on the low B flat and then slurring up into the B, slurring up into the C. You have to scoop under those low notes. Okay, you don't really, you know, the concept is not really to hit them from above. You're not above them, aiming at them. You go underneath them with your breath and you scoop them up from below. Okay? Don't settle for anything less. Those 4 low notes, that's the basis for everything on top of it. If we don't have a low B flat, a low B, a low C, a low C sharp, then everything you build on top of it, everything we put on top of it, it's going to be on shaky ground. It's not going to be solid. So, you know, don't skimp on the low notes. Don't accept blank spots in your playing. All right, you know, like the places we fear most, we have to go right to them, and just stay down there until it's like normal. Okay, that's what, you know, that's what I find with low notes. Okay, we need to get down there, and every day we're playing low notes. Okay, and really to this day, I mean, you know, even at this point for me in my playing, every day I still pretty much, that's kind of like a the way I am my playing. If I'm practicing, I could be, you know, practicing, you know, all day long, playing all kinds of stuff. But the last thing I'll play will be. I just want to feel that low B flat, and you know, it puts me in touch with the whole horn, because when you play a low B flat, you're playing all the metal on the horn. All the metal on the horn is resonating. Okay, so it's the truest tone you're going to have on the saxophone. Okay, when all the keys are down and all the holes are closed, all of the metal is resonating, and that's what we want to get used to doing. Okay, so that's it for this video, and I hope you got something out of that, and have a nice day. Thanks.